You know, they always say that there's 5% of people do 90% of the work. I'm one of those 5% of people, folks. I get things done. And in the process, shortly after I was elected to the provincial board of directors, I had a mishap befall me. I had a horse jump on my left leg and crush my leg. And so I had a lot of time on my hands sitting at a computer and spent an awful lot of time working for the party. And subsequent to that, I did so much work, one of the board of directors passed a motion that they would buy that horse a bag of carrots for the service he rendered to the party. So I really found a deep love for politics there as I got more and more heavily involved and kind of pulled into it. I had always been involved with my local community, particularly in the tourism side of things, running a resort, very concerned with land use planning and what happens on the land base, very heavily involved with that. And started and ran an organization known as the Upper Nechako Wilderness Council, which I chaired and founded and chaired for about 8 years until the present. My involvement in the BC Conservative Party, of course, carried over into the election. I then ran as a candidate in the election in the Nechako Lakes riding. And amongst all the Conservatives that ran, I came in 5th for all of them, garnering about 12.6% of the vote. The highest candidate, of course, being up in the Peace River country, who is Kurt Peets. So now I find myself running for the leadership, and I often ask myself, why did I do this? And I'll tell you, I want to tell you why. Because what it comes right down to is I feel like I've been sucked into a bit of a political vacuum. I didn't arrive here because I woke up one morning and said I wanted to be premier. I find myself here by a series of events that have led me to the conclusion that British Columbia desperately needs a Conservative alternative. This party desperately needs a leader who understands the administration of the party, who is articulate and energetic, young and visionary, and that we need a new direction in order to lead us, and a new vision in order to lead us into the pinnacles of power in Victoria. I didn't start with the ambition of being premier, but that's where we're going to end up. I really believe that this party will play an important role in the future of British Columbia. They need us. They need us now more than ever. We may not have won a single seat, but I really believe that our role in this election takes the entire political spectrum towards conservatism, because without us, you're left with NDP and NDP light. And as we see from the budget that came out yesterday, increasing debt, $68.9 billion in debt now. Christy Clark has now become the largest spending premier in the history of British Columbia. She's accumulated more debt than any other premier in our history. It's quite astonishing. So without us, what alternative do British Columbians have? So as we go throughout the evening and we talk about our vision, I want you to keep in mind that I am deeply in love with this province. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I care about my children. I want them to have a future here in British Columbia. And I believe that we as a party are going to play an important role in that future. Thank you.